Some water. Wetting my whistle. Me-na-me-oh, I'm EJ, you're you. Welcome to my channel. KK Slider. The one character threatening to push Animal Crossing into that M for mature rating if he just moves his guitar. Everyone's favorite nudist singer-songwriter resident good boy wrote 94 songs for the game. But as Katy Perry continues to prove to us, just because you have one really good album does not mean that anything you release afterwards is gonna be good at all. Except for Never Really Over. That one was actually really good and y'all slept on it. So I crunched the numbers, I did the research, I ran each song through a rigorous regimen of testing, and I have produced this scientifically accurate, definitive, comprehensive ranking of all KK Slider songs. You're welcome. I saw a need in the world and I said, I'm gonna solve that need. Now, to specify, I assigned each song a ranking of either D, C, B, A, or S, with D being the worst, and S being like freaking legendary. And I only base these rankings off of the air check versions because, as Katy Perry continues to prove to us, just because a recording is good does not mean the live version is gonna be very good at all. Please don't come for me, Katy Perry stans. That said, let's get into this rankings, y'all. Or, as KK Slider would put it, Mina Mimi, Mina Mina Mimo. Ow! Tier D for don't really think this could be called music. Animal City. I just didn't like City Folk that much, and in general I don't really like the songs that are just music from the game sung by KK Slider. KK Rock. This grade is payback for what rock did to disco. Farewell. This song was the Fairy Fountain reject song for Ocarina of Time. It is mostly made of rests. There is hardly any music in it, and I do not like it. Even though Diana plays it in her house, and I do love Diana, it's just not enough to save the song. If this were someone's farewell song to me, I would say, good riddance, goodbye. KK Country. Clown music. KK Chorale. It's like I like it. I like the idea of this song. I just wish there was way more of it, and also that it was like re-recorded with actual, like, I don't know, animal singing voices or something like that, you know? Because right now it's just this really grating horn sound that I just can't get behind. It also lasts like 10 seconds. KK Sonata. Pretentious, and it plays in Hippo's house, so do I need to say anything else? KK Waltz. Generic. I mean, the runs at the end almost got me, but then it looped again after like 30 seconds, and I was like, oh, it's just boring carousel music. Cool. Waltz deserved better. KK Parade. Clown music. The sequel. Surfin' KK. Okay, so this song is like 15 seconds long legitimately, and it just loops. Like, sure, it's catchy and I know the melody after hearing it, but that's just because there's literally like 10 seconds of melody. Sure, it's catchy, but like that fact alone does not make me like this at all. Also, it's just kind of cheesy. Sorry. To the Edge. What? Tier C. Could you call this good music? KK Adventure. It gives me like Pirates of the Caribbean and Princess Bride vibes, but like the most mediocre parts of those two movies put together. Maybe I just don't like MIDI French horn, I don't know. KK Bazaar. Oh wow, every Mario Desert theme all in one song. Cool. KK Island. I want to be in the percussion section of this, but just to do the little like rubby thing, the rubby ridgy thing. But really the song gets a C because it reminds me of Torndora's Island, and then it just makes me think of all the content that could have been included in New Horizons that just isn't. Even though it's still a good game, it just, you know, makes me kind of sad a little bit. KK Flamenco. I mean, I don't really care for the song, but the little shouts that happen during the little dance breaks, they make me giggle, so it gets a C. KK Stroll. You know, just like a stroll, it is pleasant enough, and I always think that it's going to be nice, and then about halfway through, I'm like covered in sweat and bored, and I'm like, meh. Don't ask me how I'm covered in sweat. Space KK. Well, KK found the echo effect in GarageBand. KK Mambo. It's fine. It's fine. Welcome Horizons. Yep. That is indeed the theme song for this game. Again, I just really don't care for the music that like exists elsewhere in the game and it's just sung by KK. KK Etude. Like, this definitely goes harder than KK Sonata, which is obviously its spiritual sibling, but it still makes me think of like dancing mice, and I don't like the mouse villagers. KK Samba. Well, I like the beginning. KK Calypso. I will give this song the fact that this is a very fun song to do lots of stupid dances to, but it's giving me like tiki bar in the Midwest vibes, you know? KK Salsa. A solid B section of the song, but overall, meh. Rockin' KK. I would have preferred this if it were more of like God Only Knows Beach Boys and less like Surfin' USA Beach Boys. KK Dirge. This is a song that almost had a D rating. I'm gonna be honest with you guys because I know, it's spooky. It's also silent for most of it. It's like, what is this? A Quiet Place Parts 1 and 2? I respect the fact that KK made a very spooky song that is very seasonally appropriate and important to have in the game, but I don't like it. Aloha KK. It's just like a little too on the nose. Senor KK. Again, a little too on the nose, and also is giving me vibes of like KK song. Nothing will compare to the disappointment of me finding out like, oh my god, this is a secret song, and going and requesting it from KK and sitting down and then hearing this. King KK. It's just like too lethargic for me. Feels like I took too many Ambiens. Neapolitan. Listen, I just do not like the songs that make me think of like kid rides. Like, I get how they're useful and stuff, and like it's a vibe, and I'm sure that it's good that it's been included in this game, so I'll give it a C, but it's not for me. Pondering. This is like weird boss fight music for a boss fight that's very boring. KK Ragtime. This makes me think of ice cream, but like mint chocolate chip ice cream. I guess this doesn't work if you actually like mint chocolate chip ice cream, but then again, if you like mint chocolate chip ice cream, you probably like this song because you have no taste. I'm joking, I love you, you're perfect. Tier B for, Agent KK. It's not my most favorite song, but it goes for a vibe, and it gets it. KK Birthday. This almost got a C because it's kind of but I have a lot of precious memories associated with this song, so. Hypno KK. Very unsettling, and I can't tell if I like that or if I hate that. KK Jongara. I appreciate that the chord progression for this song does not really repeat until the song itself repeats, and I like the little shouts. I just kind of wish that there was more of the song itself. Side note, this song would be really hard to do on Dance Dance Revolution, and if someone could make that happen, I would love you forever. KK Oasis. I respect the run in this song that ends with an elephant. Nice. 2 days ago. Listen, any songs with this groovy bass line are already set up for it to be good, but it just kills it whenever this like weird breakdown bridge thing comes in. It's just like random and it kills the vibe of like an otherwise really good song. KK Lullaby. Cute, simple, solid. It's a little sparse, but it's supposed to make me fall asleep, so I get it. KK Aria. So weirdly enough, this song made me think of Stardew Valley. And my feelings about it are pretty similar in that the vibes are great, but I have to work just a little too hard to actually enjoy it, so. KK Reggae. This is Hart's favorite song. KK Ska. It is no all-star, but this is a solid ska song. But it's also a ska song, so. KK Tango. Ooh, KK Salsa wishes it went as hard as this. Like, the drama, the melody, Give it to me. KK Malanga just does this a little bit better, but we will get there in a second. KK Fair. I like this one. The whistle part is just like a little meh, so I want more. KK Condor. This is a song that's good. You know, I like the flute and the acoustic guitar and everything. Just for some reason, I'm kind of lukewarm on it. KK Safari. It's like a dotted line, you know, very middle of the road. KK Gumbo. Funky. Very funky. The melody just bores me. Only Me. Ugh, okay. Like, the melody is good. And it's very good. Just a little meh. I know this is controversial because I feel like Only Me is like one of like the big KK Slider songs. It's just kind of middle of the road. I will say this is a song that's sung live by KK is a lot better than the aircheck version. And if I were judging this based off of the live performances, this would definitely be an S tier song. But it's not, so KK Blues. Yes, give me that Boxcar Kid vibes, honey. But kids, so be. Marine Song 2001. I wish this song just like gave me a little more. It feels like it wants actual lyrics beyond like Mina Mino. Also, why is this song called Marine Song 2001? Does anyone know? KK Technopop. Silly robot song. KK Lament. Ooh, it is giving me like cheesy 80s ballad vibes, and the little synth voice really gave it his all, but just a little too mellow for my taste. Mr. KK. This song gets a B for bourgeoisie. Cafe KK. Ooh, this song gets a B just because I thought it was an ABBA song when it first started, and then it wasn't, so I was instantly disappointed. I Love You. It's cute, but like, is it a love song? I don't believe that this is a love song. If someone's saying this to me, I'd say, do you love me? You don't love me. My Place. So this one feels kind of like a Sondheim song in that the melody goes places that I'm not expecting it to go, but it lacks the thing that makes all that kind of wandering worth it when it's in a Sondheim song, which is lyrics. KK Rally. I respect this song. Wandering. I am inclined to like any song that lacks like the KK in its title because I feel like it's going for something that's a little bit more than just a genre. This song is just kind of meh. KK Dixie. I wanted to hate this one. I really did. Because it's like, it's circusy, but it also just has so much going on and it kind of delights me. So my feelings even out. Mountain Song. I like a polka, but this is just too goofy to be placed any higher. I'm sorry. KK Rockabilly. You know, it made me dance in my seat, and it has a grooving bass line, but I don't really like the vibes, but the horn section really did it for me, so here we go. Tier A. Ah! This is music! Cool! KK House. It's groovy, it's fun, I like the instrumentation, and it sounds really old, so obviously I like it. It has a great beat, it has a grooving bass line. I mean, what's not to like, you know? Drivin'. This song is giving me Steven Universe Future, Driving at Sunset with the Sun Behind You, end of Studio Ghibli film vibes. It's the most pleasant elevator music I've ever heard. KK Groove. This song was close to being in the S tier, but the chorus makes me want to tear my hair out because whenever it's stuck in my head, I can never remember how many of the ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bas there are in a row. And so I'm just stuck in this endless loop of listening to that song and going ba-ba-ba-ba. And I forget that I left a pot of water on to boil and now there's smoke filling my apartment and the smoke alarm is going off and my cat is scared and I'm just stuck here listening to the ba-bas and my life is falling apart around me. KK Malanga. Ooh, catch me being an evil villainess in a spy movie where I'm having a sexually charged dance with the protagonist on a dance floor where we can't fight each other because we're very much in the public eye, so we're just talking to each other. And he's trying to convince me to come over to the good side, but I'm anti-imperialist, so sorry, babes. I love it. KK Moody. Ooh, Ooh, this song would sound so good if it were being played on real instruments because these chords are just like, ooh, juicy. Like, KK Synth. The Social Network called and they want their soundtrack back in a good way. KK Swing. Go Squire, go Squire, go Squire, go Squire, go. Ooh, this makes me nostalgic. I mean, like, play this on a rainy day and I will just stare out the window and like long. Also, the reverse parts, so cool. The only thing that is keeping this song from being in the S tier for me is just that it is a little too short and I wanted more. KK Jazz. Ooh, groovy bass line has to get an A. KK Fusion. Groovy bass line? Check. Delayed hits? Check. Mix meter feel? Check. It gets an A. KK Bossa. KK wrote Castaways, pass it on. Lucky KK. Listen, this is a song that just makes me want to become a pirate. And that B section is just like, ugh, so good. Imperial KK. This song is so fun, and the tuba line is just like kind of goofy in a way that I really like it. And also the little like cymbal crashes in the middle of it just make me think of like cheesy old movie in like a really good way. KK Kaspa. I mean, non-Western scale, lots of different parts to the song, and lots of fun effects. What's not to love? KK Folk. This song is just a good time. I don't know what to say. It's fun. It's fun. Soulful KK. I went on a journey with this song. You know, it starts off as like a Lean On Me rip off, and so I was like, C. But then the melody came in and it got to a verse, and I was like, okay, B, because like, it do be soulful. And then the Animal Gospel Choir came in and I was just like, okay, A. It's good. The K-Funk. Putting the fun in funk. Am I right? KK Love Song. Okay, but like, tell me why I could see Beyonce singing this. It's because of the Destiny's Child drums at the beginning of the song. KK D&B. Ooh, KK said drums and bass. Well, I'll give you that. And so much more. This is a song that I could actually turn up to. Like if this song came on in the club, I would actually dance to it. It even has like this really crunchy hyper pop breakdown. I mean, come on now. DJ KK. This song is a bop, but it reminds me of KK's DJ phase, which I did not like. KK Ballad. Only me wishes it were KK Ballad. This is melancholic. This is bittersweet. I only wish that it gave me the like power ballad breakdown that you know it wants to give you. And that is what is keeping this song from the S tier, if I'm being frank. This is like Celine Dion worthy, and that is like the highest compliment I can give to any song. Comrade KK. Y'all know why I gave this one an A. KK Western. I want Orville Peck to cover this, like right now. Just like I want Orville Peck to cover me. Call me. Forest Life. Okay, I know what I said. I just really don't care for the music that like exists elsewhere in the game and it's just sung by KK. But consider this. Nostalgia. KK Marathon. Yes. 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 This breakdown for the song goes really hard, and I respect that. Steep Hill. This is a Backstreet Boys song, and you cannot convince me otherwise. And by the way, this is what I mean when I'm saying give me more. Like, there is a verse, there is a pre-chorus, there is a chorus, and there is a post-chorus. Like, give me more, I said, and it said, okay. Spring Blossoms. This song is just like a good time. Like, this is a song that I just want to like play while I like sit out under the trees, reading a book with like the wind gently wafting over me. KK Step. So this one is very fun. And I was honestly kind of meh on it and was about to put it into B section. But then I got to the part where it slows down and then it speeds up to be even faster than it was at the beginning. And I was like, ah, and now I want to like drink vodka and like break my glass on the floor and just like dance on the tables and just like, yes. Tier S. So this is music. Oh, okay, cool. KK Cruisin'. Ghost Choir and then a jump scare? I mean, sign me the F up, okay? This is the perfect nighttime drive music. Go KK Rider. If this song doesn't make you hype, I think you might be dead. Bubblegum KK. This is the most catchy song ever, and I'm convinced that Carly Rae Jepsen wrote it, but I will let KK Slider have this one. KK Soul. This is a song that I would listen to, like, outside of the game. You know, I knew that I liked this song, but then when I was listening to it, by the time I got to the chorus, I was like, oh, yeah, and that's why it's in the S tier. KK Metal. Have you ever seen your villagers sing along to this song? If you haven't, you need to place this music outside and watch your villagers sing along to it. And if you have, you know precisely why this song is in the S tier. Stale Cupcakes. You know that moment when you've gotten stung by bees on the last 14 mystery islands, and you're lying, held in the strong wings of Wilbur, and you gaze up into his aviator sunglasses and you see your own reflection as you lay dying. This is the song that plays in that moment. KK Disco. This is my favorite song, and this is why I saved it for the end. Like KK Bubblegum, this song has not left my head since I first heard it, and if you do not like this song, you lead a sad and joyless life, and I feel bad for you. Also, and I mean this completely unironically, Jess Ware should sing this song. In fact, I'm going to call her right now. Where's my phone? Oh, I'm recording on it.